Are we going? We're going? Oh, okay. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't mind, just a quick few things from me, and then you can fire away. But first of all, I know it's not obviously the result that Perth wanted, but congratulations on a turnaround in the season, and really a lot of kudos to John and his group and the coaching staff to dig themselves out of a hole that everyone was trying to bury them in, and staying the course and doing his job, and he's just done a wonderful job of flipping that team around. And again, I think this job is quite difficult, and there's family and kids involved and everything, and they were trying to bury him for about a month until they figured it out. And just great courage by him to stick with it and do what they needed to do to have a really good season. The other one for me is, I love BC. I coached him, but Wagstaff, I don't know if this is going to be his last game or not in the Wildcats jersey, but I wouldn't be sitting here without his recommendations at the end of this. When I went through my job process, him and Damian Martin were a huge part of what transpired for me getting this job, so I would not be sitting here. I love Jesse. He's everything that's great about basketball, great about this franchise. I'm indebted to this franchise and have much respect for this franchise, and love Jesse. And if this is his last moment here to retire as a Wildcat, what a tremendous icon. And I'm sure his jersey will be up in the stands.
Your backs against the wall when you came in here a week or so ago, and you lose Marcus Lee, you come back here and win again. Like it's a generally backs against the wall sort of scenario.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in this fight before. I think the experience of having the group together for multiple years now and being in these games straight 3 years in a row. We were probably 4 or 5 minutes away from going back to the grand finals last year in New Zealand. That had a hell of a team and just beat us. And we didn't have Josh Majette for that whole series, but our guys have experience of being in these moments. We have 8 or 9 guys that have been in these moments. I think it was hugely important for us coming in here to just keep our composure and play the right way. I thought we just were on point in just a lot of areas, and to say I'm proud of them, it would be an understatement. I think again, this is a win for Tasmania. A place that we love. We defend the island for them. There's 500,000 there that were cheering for us tonight. We felt that energy, and we get to play a few more games in front of them.
You had a quick look at the box.
Yeah, very quick. Yep.
Down. What did you like the most out of it?
Well, I think the two things in it very quick is the thing that jumps out to me is we had 21 assists, so the ball was very hot for us offensively, and we kept the ball moving, which was fantastic for us. And then, 3 for 13 from the three-point line. And, the three-point game over the obviously X amount of years has become the great equalizer in basketball. And so it's something that we concentrate heavily on, of getting guys off that three-point line. So I thought that was a huge factor also. But, just looking at it, I just thought everyone chipped in the right way. Everyone was doing just their part. And our guys were ferocious, I really believe. And wanting to get this game across the line. We had been in this moment before in 2 other games where we kind of had a little bit of lead and let it slip out of our hands. And tonight they were relentless.
Magna had a massive back end of the season and was huge against tonight. Even with Marcus Lee back in, he sort of took it upon himself really to take it on. He's massive for you going in against Melbourne, isn't he?
Those 2 guys have been fantastic playing off of each other, and Magnay's been, had a lot of really good moments, and Marcus has done fantastic for us in a different way. And so that 2-headed monster has been really good for us. They give us versatility, they give us a little bit of different look also. And Mags just continues to just do what he does, which is a big beast around the rim and strong and physical, and gives our guys tremendous amount of confidence. And again, to go on the road and hold a team to 84 points in their building, our defense was quite good and on point. And we always say our defense travels, and that's the only thing that you can take with you when you play. And tonight we traveled with our defense, and it brought it across the line for us.
Your ability to recognise big moments tonight and throughout the final series, offensively or then going down the other end and hitting big shots, like that's what wins Wildcats.
Absolutely. One thing we talked about before we ran out is there's going to be moments throughout that game where it's going to get tough. And we talked about doing something for each other, leaning on each other. And when those moments arrived, I thought we stood tall. And one of those was the 3-minute patch before halftime. we're able to consolidate a bit. And I think another big one was when they made that run kind of towards the end of that third, start of that fourth there. Probably got a little undisciplined. We missed a couple of easy ones. But if you can win those moments, especially on the road, you're going to give yourself a good chance. And it's definitely something we spoke about.
This club, you have to go down there and try to help build this organisation. You have a grand final. Like, you sit there and go, how would this group be able to put together?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's that first year we kind of a group was put together where I guess it was a little bit mismatched, and you're trying to figure out roles, and it was a bit of a roller coaster of a season, and we're just kind of putting things together as we went, and as we found our identity, we improved, and into year 2, into year 3, we have a pretty good understanding of the people we need, from front office to coaches to players, and we kind of gelled together and found this core group that can lead the way forward, so that when we do bring new personnel in, they know what's expected of them. They know how to, for lack of a better word, behave within our team and the culture that we've established. So it's a core group that knows what they need to get done and how to welcome people in to fit with what we're trying to do within the state.
How much better prepared are you? You've tasted grand final series, you've had the heartbreak of missing out as well. How much better prepared do you think this team and this club is for a grand final series?
Well, I just think we have multiple guys now going into the third year that have been with us. You know, obviously I brought Clint from here and for a particular reason, and his captainship has been fantastic. But we have 6 or 7 guys that have been now through this process for third year going into that. And one thing I learned while I was here with the Wildcats is, you know, establishing a core group that was functioning, and then someone will eventually retire and the next guy steps in, and they've had that here for many, many years. I think Jesse and BC are probably at the last group of that going through. But establishing that core group of driving culture, driving what it means to be a jack jumper, what it means to be in Tasmania, that 6 or 7 guys that we continue to bring back, and people wonder sometimes, why are we bringing those guys back? They're not very talented, or they're not as good as the other guys that you can get. That is a myth. That is a myth, and you might like strawberry ice cream, or I might like mint chocolate chip, but the guys we have are fantastic in what their roles are and what they do and how they go about their jobs, and they're quite talented. And I go back to another guy that we brought from here, Jared Bairstow, who doesn't play, but he is a cultural driver. He is a guy that shows up every single day and is accountable, and our guys see that, and those guys to me are irreplaceable of what you're trying to do to establish what we've tried to do here for 3 years, to build some foundation so that when I move on, hopefully things are still functioning in a sound way, and the culture that we have established stays with us.
And you say you've got the island behind you. I reckon you might have a fair few other states behind you. Would that be nice to have? Just a little bit more support than just Tassie?
Yeah, I think, you know, over the course of these 2 or 3 years and traveling around, not just in Tasmania, but into the mainland, we have a lot of people that come up to us and basically are our second favorite team. And when we get to John Cain, there'll be quite a few Tasmanians in that building. And the fan base has been fantastic for us. But I think people appreciate hard work and good values and a core group that's working really hard. And I think it's just one of those moments that Larry Katzelman was smart and got there at the right time, and we were lucky enough to put a good group together. And again, we've defended the island tonight in a way that we can be very proud of.
Outside looking in, really the long way away from Tassie, but what you've done is turn this state into something that loves you so much. What would winning actually do for this state?
Well, I think it's, you know, my driving force is to bring something back into Tasmania in a championship and allow these people to celebrate the moment. You know, people, again, like to step on Tasmania or second child or whatever they want to say about us and not give us the respect that we need down there. And just the people down there are hardworking, loving, families that really just want the best for whatever's going on in the state, and they rally around this team. And me personally, to bring a championship back there, it's not going to change my life, but it will change 500,000 people's life if we're able to bring something like that back into the state that needs something to continue to rally around. And our guys are very passionate about what they do there, and the fan base, I can't thank them enough.
Can I just ask you, because we won't get to speak to you again, Will Magnay, Boomers, do you think he should be seriously considered after what he's put together in the last?
Well, I've coached a few national teams, and I think just, there's tough decisions because there's really, really good players throughout Australia and throughout the world that are playing. And, Brian will come up with the formula that he thinks is fit. And I hope Magnay at least gets a chance to get into training camp and be with them. That's been his goal. He wants to be in that Olympic team. He doesn't say it very much, but I'll say it. That's his goal and why he wanted to come back and be healthy and go through what he's gone through. And hopefully he gets the opportunity to participate in that. But, that's a tough decision because there's a lot of really good players in there. And those decisions, when they come down to the wire, it's tough. But, Jack McVeigh, he's another guy that is just launching his career and being really solid in what he does. And so our guys, have that in their mind. But ultimately, Brian will make the right choices for the country and move forward with what he thinks is best for him and the country.
I'll jump in. Scott, congrats. It's Brent. Hope you
Hey, buddy.
enjoy tonight.
Yep.
I mean, grand final series, semi-final series, grand final series. I know you worked hard for this, but in your wildest dream, could you ever imagine what's gone on these last 3 seasons?
I can't imagine what's going on. I can though believe that the foundational things that we were putting in place were going to allow us the best chance to do what we're doing. And the buy-in that we've had with our group, and we're hugely particular about the character of guys that we bring into the, Tasmania and be in this culture with the JackJumpers. It has been an amazing 3 years, to say the least. Probably not going to be duplicated for quite a while for any kind of expansion team that comes into anywhere. And again, I'm just so proud of this group and our franchise and, the front office and all the hard work that those people are doing. It's been an amazing 3-year journey for me and my family also, and incredible.
What about defend the island? Got the T-shirt on proudly there. You came up with that slogan. You're emotional talking about it, pacing that post-game interview tonight. What does that mean to you?
Everything. Everything.
Clint? Yep.
Clint?
Clint, same question to you, mate. You've led this team so well from day one. What's it mean to you to know you're heading into a championship series for the second time?
Yeah, to me, it's no matter the result of the game, Tasmanians can look down on that floor, win, lose, draw, and they can say we're proud of that group that's out there on the floor that's representing us. And we can defend the island in so many different ways, whether it's on the court, in the community, or the way we interact, how approachable we are in the airports when we travel. They can look down on us and say we're proud of that group that's representing us.
What about the guy sitting next to you? It's hard to talk about someone that's sitting less than a metre away from you, but just talk to me about him for a minute and what he means to you and the club.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a vision from when he first took that job, and he's extremely passionate about a couple things. First and foremost is his family and the amount of stories that Scott has told about his family that resonates with the way he lives his life and what he's trying to instill in our group. And I mean, the amount of John Stockton stories and Larry Bird stories we've been getting, we sit here and talk about them all night, but just the experiences that he's come across, that he's sharing with us and trying to instill in us and the values, but it doesn't just resonate with us, it resonates with a lot of people, and especially the people down in Tasmania, because they absolutely love him, and I'm sure they love us, but we love their support, and Scott just embodies everything we're trying to do, and trying to put on show in Tasmania.
Scott, I know you're probably just thinking about a cigar, so you probably won't answer this question, but you've got Melbourne, so obviously we've had a good history with them, some good success as well. You probably haven't thought about it too much, but they would hold no fears for you guys, I imagine.
Well, I didn't even know who won the game until after when I asked John, like, who won that game. So, and I didn't even know when we play again. And I guess now it's Sunday. But, yeah, I mean, listen, Dean's been fantastic over there. They have a fantastic group. They've led from the front from the beginning. I don't think they've lost 2 games in a row. They're on their home court, and we'll have our hands full with them. But our guys are quite confident in building momentum. And we've had a good run here for about 3 or 4 weeks as we finish this round off. And we'll be in good form. And it should be an exciting series, and we're looking forward to getting there and competing. You know, they have a wonderful, wonderful team with a lot of stars on it, and a wonderful coach. And it'll just be another great environment for us to go celebrate our season and put our best foot forward.
Last one from Rex. I'm sure Chris has got some questions too, but I just want to ask you about your head tonight. You've gone to I haven't noticed that as much this year. It might be the first time, in fact. What was the reason for that?
Well, I think 2 things. One, you probably noticed it because you don't have hair. And so that was probably the thing that jumped out at you first. I wish I could do that, and you can't. And the second thing was a little humidity here in the air in the building, and you know, it wasn't flowing the way I liked, and I figured I might as well just slick it back and go for a different look here, and I'm glad I did.
It's a magnificent too. Facial media was blowing up.
I love it. Okay. I'm here to entertain.
No, I can't talk that. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. We're good?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.